Don't do this to your penis. If you're a man over 50, I want you to pause for a moment and really listen up. We need to have an honest conversation about something that very few people talk about: the health of your penis and your sexual well-being. Here's why: what's happening down there often reflects what's going on inside your whole body. Issues like weak erections, low libido, or pain aren't just uncomfortable, they can be early warning signs of serious health problems such as heart disease, diabetes, or circulation issues. Yet, far too many men just brush it off and say, "Well, I'm getting older, this is normal." But aging doesn't mean you have to give up on your sex life or your confidence. Getting older doesn't mean you have to accept these changes as inevitable. The truth is, you can take control and keep your sexual health strong well into your later years. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 things you should never do if you want to keep your penis healthy after 50. Some of these tips might surprise you, and the last one could completely change the way you think about your overall health and well-being. So, let's dive in and get started. Don't ignore changes. If you start noticing changes like weaker erections, a drop in your interest in sex, pain, or swelling down there, don't just brush it off or assume it's a normal part of getting older. These kinds of changes don't just happen because you hit 50 or past a certain age. More often than not, they're linked to bigger health issues, things like your blood circulation, hormone levels, or even your heart health. Here's something most people don't realize: erectile dysfunction can actually be one of the very first warning signs of heart disease. That's because both your heart and your penis rely heavily on healthy, functioning blood vessels. When your arteries start getting clogged or narrowed, your whole body suffers from reduced blood flow, and sometimes, your penis is the first to signal a problem. So, if you notice anything unusual or off, don't wait around hoping it'll go away. Schedule a visit with your doctor. Think of your sexual health as a window into your overall health. Pay attention to what your body is telling you, because catching problems early can make all the difference. You'll see pills that claim they'll make you bigger overnight, or wild hacks like stretching routines and something called jelqing that supposedly work miracles. Let me be real with you, most of these so-called solutions don't just fail to deliver, they can actually do serious damage. I've personally heard stories of guys who ended up with lasting injuries because they trusted this bad advice. Some of these methods can cause permanent harm, and that's not something you want to mess around with. If you really want to improve your performance, the best thing you can do is talk to a real doctor, someone who knows what they're doing and can guide you safely. There are legitimate, proven options out there that can help, but those quick fixes like magic pills, mystery creams, or internet tricks, they're complete nonsense and often a waste of money. Bottom line: don't risk your health chasing after easy solutions that sound too good to be true. It's just not worth it. Don't neglect basic hygiene. This might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many guys don't get it quite right. Taking care of your hygiene is super important, especially if you're not circumcised. When you have a foreskin, it's crucial to clean underneath it regularly because if you don't, bacteria and sweat can build up. This can lead to uncomfortable infections like balanitis, which causes redness, swelling, and irritation. That said, don't go overboard trying to clean too aggressively. The skin under your foreskin is very delicate, so harsh soaps, scrubbing too hard, or using strong chemicals can actually do more harm than good. Instead, stick to a simple routine. Gently pull back the foreskin and wash the area with warm water and a mild, fragrance-free soap. Think of it like washing your face. You want to be thorough but gentle. By keeping it clean but not irritated, you'll stay fresh and avoid problems down the line. Don't ignore pain. If you start feeling pain, notice any sores, or see blood in your urine, don't just brush it off or wait around hoping it will go away on its own. Often, pain is your body's way of sending you a warning signal that something isn't right. It could be something as simple as an infection that needs a quick treatment, but it could also be a sign of more serious health issues like problems with your prostate, or in some cases, even cancer. The most important thing to remember is this: don't delay getting checked out. I completely understand that most guys don't want to sit in a waiting room and talk about uncomfortable or private health issues. It can feel embarrassing or awkward. But here's the truth: doctors have seen it all before. They deal with these kinds of issues every day, and there's absolutely no judgment involved. What really matters is catching any problems early, when they're easier to treat and before they have a chance to get worse. Ignoring pain or symptoms won't make them disappear. It can actually make things worse in the long run. So, if something feels off, don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional. Your health is worth it. Don't be reckless during sex. When we were younger, it felt like we could go full throttle, no limits, no second thoughts. But once you hit 50 and beyond, things change. Your body isn't the same as it was in your 20s or 30s, and you need to be a little smarter and more careful during sex. One thing a lot of guys don't realize is that penile injuries are real and can be pretty serious. Yes, there's such a thing as a fracture, and believe me, it's exactly as painful and scary as it sounds. This injury happens when an erect penis bends too hard or in the wrong direction, causing the tissue inside to tear. It's not just painful, it often requires emergency medical attention to fix. So how do you avoid this kind of injury? First, don't underestimate the importance of using plenty of lubrication. Lube reduces friction and helps everything move smoothly, lowering the risk of injury. Second, communication with your partner is key. Let them know what feels good and what doesn't. Don't be afraid to slow things down if something feels uncomfortable or awkward. Third, listen to your body. If you feel pain or something doesn't feel right, don't push through it. Taking a steady, controlled approach to sex might seem less exciting compared to going all out, but it actually feels better in the long run and, most importantly, keeps you safe. Being mindful and careful means you can enjoy intimacy without worrying about hurting yourself. Don't overheat your testicles. Your testicles are built to function best when they stay a little cooler than the rest of your body. This cooler temperature is important because it helps maintain healthy sperm production and keeps your testosterone levels in check. When your testicles get too warm for extended periods of time, it can negatively affect these important functions. Activities like spending a lot of time in hot tubs or saunas, or even just placing a laptop directly on your lap for hours, can raise the temperature around your testicles. This overheating can lead to reduced sperm count and lower sperm quality, which can impact your fertility. It might even affect your testosterone production, which plays a big role in your overall health, energy levels, and mood. That doesn't mean you have to avoid hot tubs or saunas altogether. Enjoying them occasionally is perfectly fine. But it's important not to overdo it and to be mindful of how long you're exposing your body to heat. Simple daily habits can make a big difference over time. For example, try to avoid resting your laptop on your lap for long periods. Use a desk or a lap desk instead. Wear loose, breathable underwear and clothing to help keep things cool. Taking these small steps helps ensure your testicles stay at the right temperature to do their job well, which can support your reproductive health and overall well-being in the long run. Don't be rough with yourself. Let's have an honest conversation about masturbation. It's a completely normal and healthy part of life, and there's absolutely nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed about. Most men do it, and it can be a great way to relieve stress and get to know your own body better. However, as men get older, their sensitivity can change. Sometimes, men unintentionally start being too rough with themselves, using too much pressure, too much speed, or being too aggressive during masturbation. This kind of rough handling can actually cause some issues over time. For example, it can lead to reduced sensitivity, making it harder to feel pleasure during sex with a partner. Some men find that when they're too rough on themselves, their bodies get used to that kind of stimulation, which makes regular intimacy less satisfying. It can even contribute to discomfort or soreness. If you want to keep everything working smoothly, it's a good idea to be gentle and mindful. Try slowing down and paying attention to how your body feels. Using a little lubricant can help reduce friction and prevent irritation. Instead of rushing or focusing just on reaching orgasm quickly, focus on the sensations and enjoy the experience. Taking care of your body this way not only feels better in the moment but also helps maintain sensitivity and pleasure for the long run. In short, be kind to yourself. Your body will thank you for it, both now and later. Don't ignore your lifestyle. Here's the real deal. Having a healthy penis starts with taking care of your whole body. Your lifestyle choices play a huge role in your sexual health, and unfortunately, some habits can seriously mess things up. For example, smoking is one of the biggest offenders when it comes to erectile problems. That's because smoking damages your blood vessels, and good blood flow is absolutely essential for getting and maintaining erections. But it's not just smoking. Drinking too much alcohol, eating a lot of junk food, and not getting enough physical activity can all take a toll on your sexual performance. These habits can lead to poor circulation, weight gain, and even hormonal imbalances, all of which make it harder to perform when it counts. Here's the good news: it's never too late to make positive changes and improve your health. You don't have to run marathons or become a gym rat overnight. Start with something simple, like taking a brisk 30-minute walk every day. Focus on eating real, nutritious foods. Think fresh vegetables, fish rich in omega-3s, nuts, and whole grains instead of processed junk. And don't forget to drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Why does this matter? Because when your heart and blood vessels are healthy, your circulation improves, and that means stronger, more reliable erections. In other words, treating your body well isn't just good for your overall health, it directly supports your sexual well-being too. So take care of yourself, make those healthier choices, and you'll likely see a big difference in how you feel and perform. Don't let stress control you. Performance anxiety can seriously impact your sex life, and it's not just about having one off night. When you start stressing about how you're going to perform, it can quickly turn into a vicious cycle. The more you worry, the harder it becomes to relax and enjoy the moment, which only makes things worse. This kind of anxiety can affect your confidence, your ability to be present, and ultimately, your overall experience. It's really important to remember that sex isn't a test or a competition. It's not about getting it right or meeting some impossible standard. At its core, sex is about connection, pleasure, and trust between you and your partner. When anxiety gets in the way, it steals away that sense of closeness and makes the whole experience stressful instead of enjoyable. If you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious about sex, don't keep it to yourself. Talking openly and honestly with your partner can make a huge difference. Sharing your feelings can help take the pressure off and build a stronger bond. Sometimes, slowing things down, focusing on each other, and being patient is exactly what's needed. Remember, it's okay to take your time and enjoy the journey rather than rushing toward the destination. By addressing your stress and communicating with your partner, you can break free from the cycle of anxiety and bring back the fun, intimacy, and connection that you both deserve. Don't stop using it. Here's something you might not have heard before, but it's important. Use it or lose it. This phrase really applies when it comes to sexual health. Regular sexual activity, whether that means being intimate with a partner or even solo, plays a crucial role in keeping your penis healthy. When you're sexually active, it helps maintain good blood flow to the area, which is essential for keeping the tissues strong and flexible. If you go for long stretches without any sexual activity, the tissues in your penis can start to lose their natural elasticity. At the same time, blood flow can decrease or weaken. This can make it harder to achieve or maintain an erection over time. So, it's not just about pleasure or fun, although those are definitely benefits. Staying sexually active is actually a form of maintenance that helps keep your reproductive system functioning well. Think of it like exercising. If you stop using it completely, it can weaken. By keeping up with regular sexual activity, you're helping your body stay healthy and working as it should. So don't be afraid to prioritize this part of your health. It's a key piece in maintaining overall sexual wellness and confidence. Common myths you should forget. Bigger is better. No, it's not. Satisfaction is about connection, intimacy, and understanding your partner. Erectile dysfunction means you're old. Not true. ED is often about blood flow, hormones, or stress. Many men reverse it with lifestyle changes and proper care. Myth 3. Supplements will fix everything. Most pills are unregulated and can even be dangerous. Always check with your doctor before trying anything. The power of lifestyle. The way you live every day matters. What you eat, how much you move, how you sleep, all of it impacts your sexual health. Eat like your heart depends on it, because it does. Salmon, spinach, berries, and olive oil all boost circulation. Even mild dehydration can affect energy and performance. Cardio improves blood flow. Strength training supports testosterone. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Your body rebuilds and balances hormones while you sleep. When to get checked. Don't wait for serious symptoms. Make regular checkups part of your routine. Ask your doctor about blood tests, hormone checks, and cardiovascular screenings. Go see a urologist if you notice persistent erectile issues, pain, sores, or swelling, blood in urine or semen, sudden changes in testicle size. Your penis is not just about sex, it's a reflection of your overall health. If you take care of your body, your sexual health will follow. Don't ignore the warning signs, don't believe the myths, and don't wait too long to take action. Men over 50 can, and should, enjoy a healthy, active sex life. All it takes is awareness, good habits, and sometimes, a little medical guidance.